Good morning. I wanted to give a testimonial about my scalar services. I ordered the energy repair. Work has been complete about 3 weeks now, and I initially got it because I thought it would be something helpful, to my daughter. And a lot of the things that have occurred have been beneficial to me as well. About 2 weeks ago, I experienced an inner child self-love healing, something that my grandmother had said to me when I was 8 years old. It shattered me, and I then had negative thoughts towards her, which I've always felt guilty about for having those thoughts, but I know I was just a child and was just so hurt about what she said to me. And I've thought about what she said to me thousands of times. And so about a week and a half ago, when I was looking in the mirror, I thought about it and I felt nothing. I previously had felt pain and sadness, and it's affected me my entire life. I'm 51 years old, and to have that healed after 43 years is pretty amazing. My OCD is better. I have often had compulsive thoughts where I just couldn't let go of something, and wondering why something happened, maybe a relationship that ended and you just don't really know why it ended. You've always wondered. I just don't think about those things anymore. My anxiety is better. I've had anxiety since I was probably 4 years old. It started off as medical anxiety, just not wanting to go to the doctor. And then I had to have 7 surgeries to have my daughters, and made some high pressure decisions of, I have 5 days to decide whether or not I want to have a surgery, cutting me hip to hip and taking my uterus out of my body and stitching it up and then putting it back so I could save the pregnancy. And that was obviously very traumatic. I got through a lot of that. And then I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer when my girls were 2 and 4 years old. And I had to go in, for radiation. And during the scan, the tech told me that it had spread to my lungs. I obviously was devastated. And during those 6 weeks, before I got a second opinion, I couldn't go into the office. I was able to work from home, but I just couldn't stop crying because I was so worried. And I'm an empath, and I also have always taken on worries of my friends and family, people that I love, and I feel like that has been a lot better. So I'm just not having these worried thoughts anymore. My teenage daughters are fighting a lot less, and who took my shirt and yelling at each other, that hasn't gone on at all. No tempers flaring and them slamming their doors. Their outlooks have been more positive. My Cavapoo, he has separation anxiety, and he's not quite 1.5. So when I leave, he would chew stuff up, but he hasn't done that in the last 2 weeks. My depression is better. I lost my mom 2 years ago, and she was my person. I spoke with her every day. I know she's with me because she sends me signs, but it's just a huge void in my life, not being able to talk to her every day. And I think that this service would benefit anyone that is struggling. I never would have thought to ask for healing from something that happened to me when I was 8 years old, even though it affected me my whole life. That's why the Divine Team does it for you. And for Elisa and the Divine Team, Eric, I am eternally grateful. And Elisa, I'm just so sorry you had to suffer so much to get here, but your work is truly amazing, and you help so many people. So thank you for all that you do, and I hope you can protect yourself from the cruelty that you sometimes receive and the people that have hurt you, because without you, we wouldn't have any of this. So thank you. Please do this for yourself. You will never, ever, ever regret it.